This time we're going to stretch our hip flexors and our quads, all in the front right here. So I'm going to start sitting in a chair. This is a great way for you to stretch. If you're ever having a little pain in your low back, top of your hip, somewhere up here, chances are you're just tight right here. You've probably been sitting for too long. Here's a great way to not even have to stop working and stretch your hip flexors. So you just turn your chair sideways, you throw the one leg back, and you're facing your desk or computer still like this. You can still work. What you want to focus on is pressing the knee up. That's going to open you up more through here. Let's do the other side. So basically I'm kind of putting one butt cheek on the chair and one off the chair. And then press that foot back and press the knee up. I'm also making sure I stay nice and arched and straight through my back. You don't want to be like this because now your spine is coming forward and it's a lot harder to push that knee up and you're not really opening up this muscle. So you really want to get nice and straight, that really good posture with your shoulders back, your leg is pressed up, you're really trying to open up through here, and then you can keep working. So you can also do this anywhere, anytime, standing. I try to do this stretch as much as possible. I'm definitely tight here and it causes me other pains back here and here. So what you want to make sure of, move my chair out of the way, is that your front heel lines up with the instep of your back foot. So that back foot is facing 45 degrees that way toward the front. Then you're sinking into it. You're also going to try to turn your hips toward that front knee as much as you can. And you're also going to tuck your butt under. Even that tiny little bit of movement, hip thrust like Elvis Presley or Michael Jackson, forward, is going to stretch it a lot more. You can also add this arm up just to get you to arch back a little bit more, which helps pull the top of the muscle up. So you're tucking your butt forward, you're turning your hips toward the front knee, and you're reaching up. And don't forget to breathe. If you're doing this with me, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then come down and through and switch your feet around. Again, make sure that you're lining up the front heel with the back instep. That back foot is about at a 45-degree angle. You're turning your hips toward the front. You're adding that little Elvis Presley hip, and you're bringing your arm up. Now, if this is bothering your knees or feels a little funny on your knees, or having that heel down isn't working, or anything like that, you can also stretch this muscle kneeling down. So let's get the left side again. So you're kneeling just like this, one foot straight up, knee straight down, foot straight back. You're just going to inch this front foot forward and lean into it right here. Now to get that little bit of angle, if you can, you're still going to feel the stretch here, but if you can, take it a little further. You can kind of turn on this back leg so the heel kind of lays down that way, and you're sort of resting on the inside pad of the knee. You're going to open through that hip flexor a little more. You can also add the arm up here. And otherwise, I'm resting this elbow on this leg. That kind of gives me a spot to lean on, which makes this a little bit easier. Because you want to be able to relax into the stretch. And nice deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's get the other side. So same thing. We're going to inch that leg forward, lean it forward. I put my hand down to get my foot in the right spot. Back here, I'm going to drop that heel and get on that inside edge of the knee, and then reach up. And breathe. Okay. Now, you want to get your quads as well? Here's an easy way to get your quads. You can lay on the floor and grab the top of your foot or the top of your shoelaces if you're wearing shoes. Try to keep your knee kind of have to balance yourself. I'm going to bring my upper body forward more. Pull that knee back so it's further back than where your hips are, and pull the heel towards your glutes. And keep the knee low down. So it's all about pushing that front hip forward and pulling the knee back. You sort of end up with a curve from your head to your knee right here. If you have a stretching strap, it feels really good to put that stretching strap around your foot, and then you can just lay down and pull that strap up here. Get a lot deeper stretch. But let's go ahead and do the other side. So now you're this way, pulling this knee back. You can be laying on your elbow, you can be laying down, whatever's more comfortable. Just make sure that you're leaning this hip forward and you're pulling the knee back and the heel toward the glute. And again, breathe through it. Always check your breathing. Here's a little bit deeper way to get the quad. If you're kneeling, you've got one foot in front of the other. Bring it forward so you can lean forward a little bit. Not as much as we did with the hip flexor, but just a little bit. Grab the top of the foot here if you can and pull that heel toward your butt. If you're able to, you can also get two hands back here and get a deeper pull with both your arms pulling the heel toward the butt. I'm going to turn this sideways so you can see it better. So you're grabbing here. You kind of have to use that hamstring muscle a lot to get that foot up if you're not used to this. If that feels like it's going to make your hamstring cramp, then don't do it this way yet. Or maybe try pulling it up gently with a strap instead of using your own foot to come up. So you're just getting that heel as close to your butt as you can. It's a nice deep stretch in the quad. Let's get the other side. My right knee is a little bit sore. This might hurt. Okay. Whew. I have a bruised right knee. I'm going to come forward a little bit. Now I'm lifting this foot, grabbing it. Here we go. Now I'm on the top of my knee so it doesn't hurt. So you're pulling that heel in, using the strength of your hands to pull it in. Try to hold each stretch for about 3 long breaths. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as you blow out like that, that's your chance to try to sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. See if you can feel like you're melting a little bit more into it.